Alright, so this is the lecture number 107 in our DSC series, and you already aware we are solving the problems related to recursion and backtracking. So we have already solved around 17 or 16 problems. So you already know we are solving the new variety of recursive problems, that is getting the paths or printing the paths from go to source to destination. So in the same series, we are continuing with our problem, which is get maze path. How we can approach it? Let us get started. So the question is get maze path, which is let us read the theory. You are given two numbers n and m, which is the size of the maze, height and width. You are standing at the top left corner of the maze. You are allowed to move one step horizontally or vertically. Of course, in the one move, you are required to print all the paths to reach. Here a reach should be there from top left corner to bottom right corner. So what this means, let me explain you with an example. Let us say this is the example. This is the example, input and output basically. So let us cut it out again because that was the previous problem explanation. So this is our input and output. So what that means, if you have been given this n and m, this is n, this is m. What that means is, if you have been given a maze of 3 into 3 size, and this number can be varies 4 into 3, 4 into 5, 5 into 5, anything, but initially we have 3 into 3. Fine. And you are standing here. It is mentioned you are standing here. Here means you are here. You are standing at the top left corner of the maze. So this is maze. This is maze. You are standing here, top left corner of the maze. Fine. So what you have to do, you have to move from here to here. This is the zeroth, actually bottom right. Fine. So this is the destination basically, and this is your source. This one. You have to move from here to here, and you have been given some instructions. What you have to do, you have to collect all the path to reach here from here, following the rules. What are the rules? This is the rules. This is the only rules. You are allowed to move one step horizontally or one step vertically. What that means, either you can move from here to here one step horizontally, or you can move from here to here one step vertically. Let us suppose after you take move of one step horizontally, then from here also you have two choices. Either you can move here or you can move here. From here also you are having two choices. Either you can move here or you can move here. But from here you can see you do not have any choice. If you will make call, or if you will make take the horizontal step, then you are out of the boundary. So this is not allowed. From here you can only take one move to vertically. So this is the rules. Following these rules, you have to print, or you have to collect all the paths into an array list, and you have to return that array list. You can see the return type of this function is array list. Fine. So what you have to do, let us say I'm going to change the signature of this, which is this is m and this is n, or let us not take m and n. Let us take a destination row, or let us take m and n. That is fine. Okay, source row and source column, because a maze is nothing but the 2D matrix. Fine. And here destination row, destination column. Fine. And initially source row and source column is n comma n, destination row and column is 1 comma 1. Fine. Like this is 3 comma 3, and you have to reach 1 comma 1. This is actually not 0, this is 1 comma 1. And if you want to call this as 0, 0, then you can also do so, but you will have to call this box as 2, 2 if you are reading with index wise, but it is perfectly fine if we are calling this as 1, 1. Fine, let me correct it. This is our I would say that destination, and this is our source. Fine. So this is an answer of 3, 3. That means if you will see what are the ways. One way is, like, read the first way. Take horizontal, horizontal. HH means horizontal, and once again horizontal. Now take vertical and vertical. Vertical and vertical. Now you are at the your destination. Another move is take one step horizontally. That means take one step horizontally and then take one vertical. Now again take horizontal, again take vertical. This is also in path. Another one is take one horizontal path, take one horizontal step, and then take two vertical step, and then take one horizontal step. One is take one vertical step, then two horizontal, take one vertical, and last one is take two vertical, then take two horizontal. These are all the paths to reach from 3 to 0. 3, 3 to 1. Fine. Basically source to destination. Fine. So this is the question, and I want you to try this question at your own, because this is the simple problem which we have done in our previous solution. That was getting the stair path. This is the simple one, this is the easier one than the previous one. Fine. So I'm hoping you can solve this question. So I want you to at least try this question at your own, and if you are done with your trial, then let us see my solution. So what we will do, we will apply simple brute force solution. We will not do anything. Of course, we can optimize in our DP problems. Whenever we will be solving the DP problems, then we will be optimizing it also. But here we are learning the recursion, how we can approach the recursive solution. So for that, what I am going to do, see it very carefully. So I told you, if we have been given this source and if we have been given this destination, so if we have some sort of ways from here to here, here to here, and we have some other ways to reach from here to here, from here to here. Let us say this is the mediator. This is P, this is Q, this is R, this is A, B, C, D, E, and this is the F base. Fine. So if we already know to reach from here to here, here to here, here to here, fine, then what we can do, simply we can add this P in front of these. So indirectly this will become the way from here to here. Fine, I have already explained this way in the previous solution. Fine. So this is the source and destination strategy. We are going to use this use the same strategy into this problem also. How? Let us see. What we will do, we will take one step further from here. We will take one step horizontally, when we will take one step vertically. What that means is, fine. So this is made. This is 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. This is our source, this is our destination. Fine. So our expectation is, I will provide you source and destination. You will print all the path. Source is 1, 1, destination is 3, 3. You will print all the path from source to destination. But my faith is, get me the path from 1, 2. Get me the path one box away horizontally from here to here. Let us say this is path horizontally from 1, 2 to 3, 3. Also get me the path vertically, like 2, 1 to 3, 3. Then what I will do, if I will have to calculate all the path from this box to this box and this box to this box, then I will add one step horizontally into this, one step vertically into this. As simple as that. So this is my faith, this is my expectation. My expectation is getting all the path from 1 comma 1 to 3 comma 3, and my faith is I will indirectly or I will automatically getting all the paths from 1 comma 2 to 3 comma 3 and 2 comma 1 to 3 comma 3 with my faith. And then what I will do, I will add horizontal into this path and add vertical into this path, and directly I will be getting my answer. If it is not clear to you, then let me write some code and then we'll explain why this code is working. So I will have to change the signature because our source and destination has changed. Source are from where we are going, fine. So from 1 comma 1 we are going, where we are going, n and m. This is the source row and source column, fine. Destination row actually. So source row is 1, source column is 1, destination row is 3, destination column is 3, fine. So here you can directly see we have passed 1 comma 1 here, n is 3, m is 3, and these number can be anything. Now what we have to do, look at very carefully. With my faith I can get all the path for SR and SC. For SR plus SR comma SC plus 1 step horizontally, DR and DC would be same, there is no change into this, and 1 step vertically. So vertical call would be like this, row plus 1. This will get you understand if you have already solved the problems of 2D array, fine. So I have already covered all the problems of 2D array. If you have missed anything, path A, path or let us call it as H paths, which is horizontal path, and this is vertical path, V path. So I have already got horizontal path and vertical path. So now what I have to do, let us say if it is not clear to you, I was having this matrix. So what I have done, I have made the call to here and here. From here to here and from here to here, I will be getting all the paths to reach from here to here and from here to here. So if I have to calculate all the path to reach from here to here, then I will have to add 1 step horizontal into all these paths and 1 step vertical into all these parts, and sum of all these would be the final answer, fine. So first of all I will have to declare my final answer array list, because I have to return an array list also, array list of string as answer. Now look at this very carefully. Strings st dot h paths, h path means horizontal path. To horizontal path, what I have to do, I have to append 1 horizontal into the paths from where I am getting, fine. So what I will do, answer dot add st. So if you can see here whether I have to add horizontal after this st or before this st, how we can see this? If you can see here, before reaching here I will have to make 1 horizontal call to here. Let us say if we have this, if we are onto this box, how we will be able to enter into this box? Of course when we will take 1 step horizontal. So for that I will have to add 1 step horizontal before this. Before this I would be having 1 step horizontal. Similarly, if I am onto this box, how will I will be reaching into this box? Of course before taking 1 step vertically. So I will do the same. I will append before it h or whatever you want to append. I have chosen as h, so I am taking h. And similarly for v paths, vertical path, into vertical paths I have to append v. My code is done, and return answer. Now I am left with only base condition, which is very simple. The base condition would be if we have reached to like if you can see here, we are again and again making call to one step horizontal and one step vertical. So if we have already reached our let us say if we have already reached at our destination, so how we will we figure it out? That is also very simple. Let us say this was your matrix. This was 1 comma 1, this was 3 comma 3. So what you have done, you have made the call to here to here, here to here, here to here, and here to here. Now you are onto this column. So how we would ensure that you are into this column? Your source row and source destination would become source destination row and destination column. Fine. So if our source row is equals to destination row, and if our source column is equal to destination column, that means we have reached to our point. In that case, what we have to do? We have to of course we have to return an array list from here with a blank path. So add list.add a blank string. Why blank string? Because if we have already reached here, then what would be the ways to reach from here to here? So there would be only one way. And what is that way? Stay standing. Do not do anything. Just stay there. So that is the one way. And so from here you will have to one blank string. And if we have, let us say, if we were standing into this box, fine. So from here, what are the choice you have? You can either make one call to horizontal, or you can make one call to vertical. But when you will make one call to horizontal, then you are out of the boundary. That means you cannot do anything from here. So if this is the case, then you do not have to, like, there is no way from here to go here. Neither you can take back, neither you can take horizontally here, because if you will directly take horizontal, then indirectly you are going out of the box. If you will take a direction into this, then also you are going out of the box. You are never going to return here. So in this case, there is no way. So simply create the list and return from here. So what is the condition for that? This is also very simple. And here from here we have to return actually return list. If this is not the case, else if SR, either SR is greater than DR, means source row exceeded the destination row. You can see here, what was the source row here? Source row was 1. Source row was 1, of course. So but source column was 3. So when you take one step horizontal, then your source column would be 4. That is greater than your destination column. So in that case, you just have to return from here. Or your source column greater than destination column, then also you will have to return from here. So create the list, because you cannot directly return anything. You cannot return blank here. You have to return an array list. An array list can be blank. Fine. So the code is done. Yes, the code is done. Let us now try to execute this code. So let us try to erase it. Code is done, and it is not much complex also, because I have explained everything in my previous video of getting the stair paths. If you are directly coming here, then you might have some confusion. And if you are coming here after watching the solution of stair path, then you are going to understand this problem. Fine. So input is 3, 3. Now let us try to compile. Do we have any compilation error? I don't think so, but let's see. Yes, we do have. I cannot find symbol H path. So we have a spelling mistake here. H paths. Yes, spelling should be this, and here T would be H paths, and like this. Do we have any other error? We'll see whether we have any error or not. I don't think we have any error, so you can see we are getting correct answer similar to this. Let us try to submit it. Yes, test cases are being passed. If I try to enter 2, 2, then what are the ways? So there is only two ways to from reaching 1, 1 to 2, 2, which is, let us say, I can show you here also, not here, here. This is 2, 2. This is 2, 2. This is 1, 1. This is 2, 2. So what you can do, you can take one step horizontal, one step vertical, one step horizontal, one step vertical. There is no other way. So there are only two ways, which is HV or VH. Fine. So HV and VH. So the code is done, and I don't think we have anything to explain into this code. Let me see whether I need to explain this code, because we have done lot of problems into the recursion. So this is simple, this is simple. Here we are only making the horizontal and vertical call, and here we are adding one horizontal step and one vertical step. So I don't think so I would have to explain anything. Okay, so I'm not going to explain. What I want you to dry run this code at your own. This is mandatory actually, because it's a bit difficult, but I don't want to make the video longer. So that is why what I want you, what I want from your side, you should have one dry run of 3, 3. Fine, you would have a better understanding if you can dry run this code for 3, 3. Fine. So that's it from my side for this particular video. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.